Gonna drink a little beer. I did turn it back into a water jar. Oh, look at that. Gives you beer goggles. Howdy, folks, and welcome back to ARK Adventures on ARK Survival Evolved on the PlayPal server. And guess what? Listen up, folks, listen up. They put beer into the game. You can drink beer. You can brew beer. You can drink beer. You can get drunk, apparently, and have hangovers. So we're going to look into how to do that. And another thing that's really cool that I noticed first when I was recording the last episode, and then I thought maybe it was a glitch, but then I noticed it was in the notes, and that is that they increased the storage capacity of the double storage boxes, the large storage boxes. I think they used to be 30 slots. Now they're 45, which is really cool, especially for my clothing one, which is always filled up. It was almost always filled up. Really cool, really cool. Now, the beer stuff. It's going to be an Ingram, I'm sure. You have to, I think, create a beer barrel. There it is. And then you brew beer. I don't think that's a... Yeah, I don't think that's an Ingram. I think you just brew beer in the barrel when you make one. So how do you make a beer barrel? Is it crafted here? No, it's not crafted here. It's crafted at the smithy. I probably should have paid attention. Structures, probably cooking. There it is. 500 wood, 80 metal, 100 cementing paste. I got cementing paste. I've been making tons of cementing paste. That's not even all I have. I have more in the vault outside. All right, so now I just need, how much wood did that say? I should probably pay attention to these things. 500 wood. Ooh, a lot of wood. I don't know if I have 500 wood. I probably do. Yeah, I do, barely. 4, 5. I can barely walk with 500 wood. Let's throw that in there. All right, now let's go ahead and craft that beer barrel. Okay, that was a long craft. I imagine this can be placed on the ground. It looks kind of like it's designed to be placed on the ground, so let's see. Yep. Does it require a foundation? No, it does not. It doesn't require a foundation. Whoa! Oh, that is cool. Apparently it needs to be irrigated, I guess, because it's snapping to the irrigation line. Heck, let's just put one out here. Of course, my fireplaces are now buried. Irrigated. Awesome. That's cool. Apparently, there are things you can do. Put thatch, berries, and water in this. Wait for fermentation, then fill up a glass jar. Fill up a glass jar. Glass jar. Glass jar? Do they have a glass jar now? No, magnifying glass. Do they have jar? Oh, wait a minute. Those, the water jars, probably. Huh. Oh, yeah. Fill it up with brew instead of water. Okay. I'm going to need to figure out what the recipe is for this stuff, so I think I'm going to have to consult the wiki. Please stand by. Okay, consulted the wiki, and it says to place 40 thatch and 50 of any regular berry into the beer barrel, and it's going to create something called the beer liquid. And then you put the water jar into the barrel and remove 1 unit of beer. So, can it create multiple units if you put more than 40 thatch and more than 50 berries? Let's find out. Let's get a whole bunch of thatch and berries. That's fiber. Remember your own coding system. Let's put 4 of those. How many slots did that barrel have? Okay, let's put... It was supposed to be 40 and 50. So let's just do that for 400. And then the rest in berries. And we'll just have the Brontos do a couple whacks real quick. This is how I get my berries for feeding my animals. There's enough bushes left back here that a couple of Bronto whacks, and this one actually gets melee damage, so I can help with the berries. Wrong direction. Trying to go that way. There we go. And fall to the rock. Ow, that hurt. Alright, this one's my speed and weight carrier. Mostly my weight carrier. Okay. A little more that way, and then Nothing that way. All right. Let's get off these guys. Let's jump to the rocks. It's less of a fall. Doesn't hurt as much, believe it or not. All right. Let's take the yellow. Let's do a mixture of berries. I guess it doesn't matter what kind, but I'm kind of curious if it's going to matter. Just grab that much. See what that does for us. I see the egg. Don't really need an RG, so I'm not too worried about those eggs right now. Okay. All right. It's all in there. What does it say? Anything? Nope. I guess I just have to wait and have it ferment. Let's check on our bug. What have you given for us? Just still poop. Interesting. Are you still on Wander? Yeah, you are. How come you're not generating anything else? Real time, it's been several hours since I last checked you, and you're not doing anything. Do I have to be nearby for you to do something? Interesting. We'll have to check up on that later. All right. Anyway, another thing we wanted to do this episode was try to tame that new critter, that new dinosaur, the one with the big fin. I think they're found mostly in swampy areas, but I'm not sure. So we'll go take a look and see if we can find one or two or three or four. They have thermal properties, and in this patch that just came out, they made it so that penguins and these new critters can actually act as air conditioner units for egg hatching as well, which is going to be really cool. So I'm thinking of taming some of these guys and maybe taking them up to the cold, the eagle's nest, and see if we can use them up there, because I've got plenty of air conditioners here. So, hey folks, and we're back, and I went ahead and bred our Quetzes again. I bred Emma and AC-130 because I wanted to get another chance to get a female Quetz, because I want to go back and eventually, tame a Giganotosaurus, and also the taming kibble for the new dino that we're going to go after is, although we're not going to be able to use it this time, is also Quetz kibble, which seems kind of crazy since that new dino is a small little dino, not very fast, not very powerful. It seems kind of weird that it would require Quetz kibble, which requires so many resources to make, to tame that thing. So that's strange. Anyway, I do want more than just Emma for Quetz eggs, because I'm not getting a steady supply. And of course, there's always the possibility, since we have the breeding timer set fairly quickly here. In fact, Emma's ready to breed again. I got the egg from her last night real time, and this is the next morning real time. So she's already ready to go again. We can always use fertilized eggs in kibble as well. So I mean, we could force breed her once a day to get an egg for sure if we don't get any other way. And if this is another female, we could do the same thing with her. So I'm hoping that I can get one. So I'm leaving her here to incubate with all these air conditioners. She should have no problem incubating. The timer is going very slow. It's a very long incubation for Quetz eggs, so we can pretty much ignore that for a while. I've got a bunch of meat. I took the cat out, Sammy, to collect a bunch of meat. Now, the beer barrel, interestingly enough, you see the little bubbles now? I don't know if you can see them above the barrel. A bunch of little bubbles. It seemed to indicate that it's ready to go. And when you open it up, you see that there is some beer liquid. And all we need is a water jar to put in there. And I think, do we still have a water jar in here? We do. I wonder if you have to empty it somehow. If you do, I would have to drink this twice, but I don't think I can even drink it. Let's put the water jar in. There's no room in the inventory here, so I'm going to have to take something out. So I'm going to take out 2 of those, put the water jar in. I've got another space there. That's interesting. It doesn't let me put anything in there. Do I put it on there? Do I click this? Do I click this? I think I have to have an empty water jar, guys. So we're going to have to figure out how to empty this water jar. I guess I could just run around, get a little thirsty, take a drink. Running around. I think I actually do have a little bit of thirst. There we go. Just repeat that process until I get an empty jar. Seems kind of silly that there's no way to empty a jar other than to drink it, but, we'll just run around in circles, And by the way, I found out that Exxon here, the dung beetles, they only turn poop into oil and fertilizer when you're around, which is dumb. I mean, these guys, the compost bins, they turn poo into fertilizer whether you're around or not. But these guys, since they're animals and they can go into stasis, you know, we've talked about this before. The animals go into stasis when there's no players around, when you're out of the view range, basically the range of the animals, and there's no person around them. They basically go into stasis. That's so that the server doesn't have to constantly keep all of the animals, all the wild and tamed animals all over the island, you know, constantly figure out what they're doing at any given time, which would really bog down the server. So they put them in stasis, which means they basically ignore them. And when you're ignoring the dung beetle, when he's in stasis, he doesn't turn any poop into anything, which I guess kind of makes sense, but it's still kind of frustrating. So in order to use the dung beetles, you'd have to get a bunch of them and put them in an area near where you're going to hang out for a while if you're going to be crafting or doing other things like watching an egg incubate, for instance, which we're going to be doing this episode. Then they will actually do their work, but otherwise they're kind of pointless. All right, I should actually have enough thirst, I hope, to use this again. Good, perfect. Now I have an empty water jar. There it is. Look at that. It turned it into a beer jar. I wonder if I can reclaim the water jar, though. Okay, I've taken that out. Now, I've read some of the effects on the wiki about this, and it's kind of weird, so we're going to try it. I'm going to drink a little beer. Oh, I did turn it back into a water jar. Oh, look at that. It gives you beer goggles. You got kind of a fuzzy, kind of washed out view of things. And bubbles, which indicate, and you got a countdown over there of your beer, just like any other sort of a brew or potion. This is very interesting. And they say that your stamina is dropping. Yeah, it is. If you notice, I'm just standing still and my stamina is dropping. And they say that you become hung over for a minute or two as well when this is done. And I think the hungover state is constant state of lack of stamina, which means you're constantly kind of bending over in the little icon and you have to like rest, but you resting will not build your stamina back up. So here we go. We're about to see. My stamina is gone. Stop moving from which regain your stamina. Well, it won't work. I do need to eat a little and poop. But they also say that while you're drinking the beer, while it's in effect, you don't need any water, apparently, or you don't need much water. You don't lose water as quickly. Let's put it that way. I'm breathing heavily. I can't sprint because I have no stamina. And this is going to remain in effect for a while. I wonder if the hangover, the visual effect will change when I get into my hangover state. Because right now it's got the drunk effect. We'll find out in 25 seconds. I guess I should just wander in there and check my egg. Although I'm sure it's nowhere near incubated. Yeah, nowhere near. Okay, 12 seconds away. Let's see what happens. Hi, Emma. 4 seconds. Looking at my stats, I still have no stamina. Okay, the screen cleared up, but oh yeah, I've got a little hunched over green guy, which indicates the hangover, and that lasts for about 60 seconds. It lasts for about a minute. But I still have no stamina. Can't get it back. Oh, I can't eat because I didn't have any food. I need to go get some food. Always remember to put my food away in the refrigerator before I log off so it doesn't spoil on me. Just eat a few things. Now, eating should reduce the effects. Come on. Got to be a little realistic here. Or at least the time of drunkenness. Hangover's wearing off. So I don't really know too many benefits of this, other than it's fun, I guess, just to try every once in a while. And look, the bubbles are gone, so the bubbles do indicate that there's beer ready to go, which is kind of nice, a visual indicator. All right. Everything's flashing, stamina's rebuilding, got to poop. Water's flashing too, that's interesting. All right, Looks like we're in good shape. So I guess the only real benefit of that is no need for water. That's not really a benefit. Everybody has water containers. That's a really cool colors on this Pteranodon. Nice high level, but I've got higher levels already. I always like to punch the Pteranodons when they're in my yard. Get out of here, stupid kid. All right, so we will let this hatch, and I'm not going to leave the base until that's done. I don't really want to leave it exposed. And then once it's done, and we figure out if it's a female or not, and feed it and get it to the point where it can feed from the troughs, then we're going to head out and look for that new dino, the one with the tail fin. Now, I hear that dino loses torpor like crazy, like worse than a spino. I've seen and heard cases of people downing one, going off and killing an animal and coming back and it being awake again by the time they kill it. I mean, the one that's right next to it, they killed an animal right next to it, and by the time they come back, it's gone. It's back up. So apparently you have to have a lot of trank on you. So we're going to take a Quetz because of that fear. And we're going to do this in a contained environment. I'm going to take a Quetz. I'm going to try to find one, bring it over to the taming pit, bring a couple hundred or more tranquilizer with me, and get prime meat ready to go before I kill it. Right before I trank it. Right before I trank it, I'm going to use Emma or somebody to collect some prime meat from some of our prime meat donators here on the island and tame it in the pit and see where we go. So I'll be back in just a few. There it is, imprint baby. Baby is a baby female. Nice! Exactly what I wanted. Let's grab some meat out of here. I grabbed some raw meat. I could feed it cooked meat, but, you know, I'll just give it some raw meat. All right, it's following me, I believe. Let's turn off its wander. All right, we've gone through this process before. I'm going to leave this thing out here. I'm going to force feed it until it gets to the point where it can eat off the troughs. And then I can leave it alone because I've got a lot of meat in the troughs. And then I'm going to head out and look for that new dino. See if we can find one and bring back to the taming pit. Come on over here, Quetzal. All right, now I want you to come this direction. All right, so I'll see you guys in a bit after I force feed this thing for 30 minutes. See you then. And we're back, and I was just about to give up. I had searched these swamps, and then I saw a dead one in the water. And here's a live one. Level 72 female right out here. I'm just going to snatch this thing up if I can and bring her back to base. Let's see if I can get in here and do that. Let's see if I just grabbed her. Did I grab her? Yes. Beautiful. All right. Let's take her back and drop her in the pit and see if we can tame her up. Got to get the narcotics ready. All right. Coming up on the mobile taming pit. Once it renders in here. Give me pit. There's pit. That's not the mobile taming pit. I don't know why I keep calling it that. That modeled after my mobile taming pit. A little bit further and release. Perfect landing. I don't think she can get through any of those windows, I hope. I killed a couple of alphas on the way searching for that thing, so I have plenty of prime on me. I don't know what the timers look like. Yeah, 28 minutes. That's not a problem. Let's go fetch some... Oh, actually, how much narcotic do I have on me? Oh, I got enough. Okay. I got enough. Let's go ahead and land Emma here, get our taming gear ready to go, including all the narcotic into my inventory, because I'm sure I'm going to need it, or at least a ton of it. Let's throw all 300 on there. Grab the taming gun. We'll throw that on 5. Grab our darts. Ooh, I hope 40 is enough. I only made 40. If not, I have arrows, so we'll see. It is aggressive when you attack it. Otherwise, it's passive, from what I understand. There, figure out where it is. There it is. Hiding in the shade. That makes sense somehow. Okay. What are you doing? Don't you dare glitch through my pit. Okay, you're not glitching through my pit. You're glitching in a weird way in the wall. You're still awake. I guess I can hit you in the fin, right? Fin should work. Wish I could get some headshots, but it's just too hard to get to the head. It's not a passive tame. It is a knockout primate tame. Or, like I told you, Quetzal kibble, which I'm not going to do. Oh, that's way too much blood. She's probably like 10%, 20% health left. Maybe since she drops her torpor so fast, I have to fire faster. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. I think I'm going to end up killing this one. Whoop, whoop. No. I think that's the problem. I think she drops torpor way too fast. She's not unconscious. But that killed her. I figured as much. Ah, okay. Well, might as well harvest her. Alright, we're going to have to find another one. And I'm going to have to make some more trank darts in the process. I'm running out. I think that's the key, because with the high metabolism she has to lose a torpor like this, and it's got to be glitched. There's no way they intended her to lose torpor as fast as these things lose torpor. Like I said, I'm hearing them waking up after somebody leaves just in time to kill one animal and come back like less than a minute. They're awake again. That can't be right. All right. So I'm going to make some more trank darts. We're going to go find another one. We're going to bring it to the pit, and I will return with you as soon as we have one in the pit. How's that? Okay, we're back, and we've got a level, what is this guy, 92 that we found. And hopefully we won't kill him as fast, but I think we need to be much more aggressive on the shooting with this guy. I think we need to shoot more. Quickly. We've got to keep the shots up, I think. If he doesn't lose a torpor before he dies. What is this glitching through the wall stuff? What's going on here? Let's just keep the shots up. I'll come in here with him. Alright, you can chase me, buddy. It's alright. It's alright. You're not that fast. I can circle around here. I gotta get shots in on you, though. Sorry, bud. Yeah, I'm going on my theory here that you cannot wait now for them to heal, because these just burn through torpor so fast. Come on, lag. Let me reload. Oh, server lag. Come on. Come on. Wish this thing would reload faster. I think he might be trying to get away now. I'm not quite sure what he's doing. He was definitely trying to fight me before. Okay, just keep it up. Keep it up. Fast as we can here. I hope that hit. I hit him straight on the edge on his fin. I'm going to let him bite me. Maybe that'll keep him interested and get out of the hole here. He's not unconscious, is he? No. He's not unconscious. Hard to tell, though. Oh, I can just look at his tag, can't I? There he goes! Okay. He's kind of unconscious. Let's see if any of this is still good. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get down to the bottom and just start throwing some stuff out here. Get the best stuff. There we go. Boom, 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 and some backup. All right, where did it go? All right, give me this stuff quick. The way I hear tell, even doing this might be enough for him to wake up. It apparently goes super, 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 super fast. We'll just fetch all this stuff. Come on. Good enough. Let me make the jump. All right. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's less than halfway. Pump a crap load of this stuff in there. Then let's start throwing in the primes. And the backups. What kind of timers do we have on these? 12 minutes? Alright, I'll readjust the timers here in a second. What's his torpor looking like? Oh my god. It's climbing still. 1830, 1832, 1835. As soon as it starts declining, I'm going to start pumping it again. I'm Almost don't want to take the time to rearrange the timers. Okay, I'll rearrange the timers. What do we got here? 11s. 11s. 11. They're all pretty much 11s, right? Yeah, okay, the timers are about the same. Go for 1973. Still climbing. I haven't tamed a Giga, but I hear Gigas drop considerably too, and you have to constantly pump narco into them, so. I'm going to sit here and delicately balance this, I guess. Has he eaten yet? No. And I'll come back to you guys as soon as he's either awake, dead, or tamed. One or the other. Okay, we're back, and he's tamed up, and stats are not that bad. He took a lot of narcotics. I mean, a lot. It was insane. I had to keep force feeding and trying to keep the torpor rising instead of dropping. It was crazy. Stats are not too bad. 1,600 for health. Look at that. You can't ride him, so stamina, not really a concern. Weight, 325. You can hold some stuff. Melee damage, 181. What's more important, though, I think, is going to be his thermal qualities. Now, if you come back here and I check, I've got a 253 and a 120 for my insulation. 253 and 120. If you come in here, oops, I'm hitting the wrong one. 363 and 230. So significant thermal protection. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, guys, thanks for sticking with me to check out the beer and the baby Quetzal and this new Finn guy. I'm not going to try to pronounce his name. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.